In today's Clash Royale video, I'm going to show you the new best deck for the Skeleton Dragon's Reign of Fire challenge in Clash Royale. As you guys can see, there are awesome rewards which you can get free to play. You need to get 8 wins for this challenge. Every time, every few seconds, they're going to be like Skeleton Dragon spam into the arena. And today, I'm going to show you the best deck to get the 8 wins and get the golden crate chest. This is in my opinion the best deck you can use. You could also use an Electro Giant deck instead if you guys want to have less fun, but I really like Golem Pump. I just think it's a really solid. Also got the Electro Dragon and Baby Dragon. Normally you have the Skelly Dragons in that, but because of all the Skelly Dragon spawn in the arena, I don't really think you need it. So we got Double Dragon, also really good against the Skelly Dragons that are gonna spawn. We got Dark Splash, we got Lumberjack as the single target damage too. We got a Collector because Elixir Collector is right now one of the most solid cards. Golden to build up a huge push with Barian Ball. Actionate as a spell. And I would say I'm just going to show you some gameplay of this deck, how you need to play it in this challenge. So people will ask how I'm able to play this deck, get in the challenge, because the challenge just came out. I'm playing it on a dev account against different players, different YouTubers, or like different creators. So we're just going to start off with that. So I don't know if the Skelly Dragon spawn is like the same in every single game. I think so. But I'm just going to go for Elixir Pump really early. My opponent is just going to drop the Loud in the back. So I could think, what are the best decks of the Skelly Dragons? For sure, beat on decks most likely could really support this. But the spawn, not like other challenges, some other challenges, the spawn is always in the back behind the King Tower. Right now in this challenge at least, the spawn is everywhere in the arena. So I'm just gonna go in for my Electro Dragon now behind the Golem. Here to support that. Electro Dragon's coming down, Electro Dragon will slow it down, and honestly we got a really good situation already. He just drops Llama plus me, it's obviously we got a Baby Dragon ready here. Baby Dragon just to king up all the stuff, and I'm really happy so far. I'm still gonna use a NATO here, just don't want to get any type or like take any damage. I mean, he still gets death damage with the bomb, I guess. No, not even. So I'm just gonna play Darkwind, and our Skelly Dragons, or like the Skelly Dragons in general, are just spawning. 10% battery left. I just hope this is enough for today's video. So I'm just gonna go for my Lumberjack here, catch the Miner, and yeah, we got a really good advantage already. If your opponent doesn't have a big spell, okay, I'm just gonna go for the Electro Dragon here in the back. Okay, then, yeah, as you guys can see here, it's a really great spawn here with the Skelly Dragons. They can tank for everything. We're just gonna use a Tornado here. Tornado is absolutely crazy, and this is like how we are looking so far. He's just gonna zap, and as you guys can see, we have a big Elixir advantage. I could play another Pump, or I could just start off with a Golem, and I think I'm just gonna Golem in the bridge here. I don't know if it was the best decision here, but I knew he doesn't have enough Elixir. And also at the same time, when I played the Golem, sometimes it's even smart to go Golem in the bridge, because at the same second as we're seeing here, we got all the Skelly Dragons as a supportive here. And there's almost no way for him to defend this. I mean, he can maybe defend this, but like, how's he supposed to like keep it up? And yeah, I'm just gonna go in for another Barbarian Belt at the bridge. As you guys can see, we just actually spam here at the bridge straight up. He goes in for Inferno Dragon on top of the Baby Dragon here, and there's no way he's gonna defend this. He can go in for arrows, but arrows won't be enough, and we're looking absolutely strong. And yeah, I'm actually just gonna continue to spam here. This is what we're gonna do. We're playing a Golem deck. Okay, so I'm just gonna go in for my spam now at the bridge, I guess. Yeah, I'm just gonna go for my Barbarian Brew. I'm just gonna spam it because his... Am I going Lumberjack? Oh, I'm just gonna Lumberjack here. His Barbarian's out of cycle, so I can just go ahead and take advantage of my air unit or of my ground units, because he cannot really stop them anymore. So, as you guys can see, this is basically it. 10 seconds remaining. GG's, well played. Awesome victory. There's no way for him to come back this one against Lava, and you should have a pretty solid matchup with this deck. So guys, you're in the second game and we are facing a Graveyard deck. Honestly, I would say also Graveyard should be a pretty solid matchup with this deck. Graveyard for sure also kinda get benefits by the Skelly Dragons, like supporting the Graveyard, supporting the Baby Dragon, and being able to get a Graveyard pushed down, because sometimes you can just tank and let the Skelly Dragons tank and go for the Graveyard. So E-Drag actually is a pretty interesting thing about the deck. I really like E-Drag because of the change of the Skelly Dragons. Just E-Drag I feel like is really underrated. There's some Lightning decks, but most of the decks they have Rocket instead, and even if you have like, Rocketing the E-Drag, you still got Pump. So I like the bait you have in this deck. So our opponent goes in for a Baby Dragon here. We still got a ton of damage early on just with the Skelly Dragons here. Emotional damage. So I'm just gonna chill here. I'm just gonna let the Baby Dragon go, and I'm just gonna go for Dark. For sure, we all know Golem, and honestly, it's just so good that the Skelly despawned like this to kill that. So I'm just gonna go in for now with a Pump here, I guess. Or I'm just gonna go Baby Dragon now. Pump and Baby Dragon, I guess. Let's go. So let's go for Skelly D's, or like not we're going for Skelly D's. There's just gonna be a ton of Skelly D's spawn here. I need to go for my Electro Drain. This is exactly what I was talking about with the Electro Drain earlier. Just so good, cleaning up all the stuff. And we're looking good. So now his opponent is going to go for a Graven on the left side. It's kind of fortunate because we just used our Barbarian, so we're going to be able, or he's going to be able to get some damage, but also the one Scale Drain exactly tanked for the Baby Drain, so the Baby Drain wasn't splash on the tower. And need to be honest here, we kind of got lucky in this situation. So next play is just going to be Golem back. Going after the Lex advantage, you want to drop your Golem, you want to build up a huge push. Okay, so I'm just going to go for the Barbarian Bowl here. And yeah, I'm just gonna go for a Dark Prince. And now we have a good push going on the left side. We're just gonna go for a Baby Drain most likely now. And I wanna nail the Dark Prince into my tubes. Yeah, even it wasn't maybe necessary, but at least we kind of killed that. Look at this. We have the huge Elixir advantage. We now got the Scale Drains as a support also. I mean, there's no way he's gonna fireball everything, right? We got on tower. GG's well played. Right now it's just going to be like, he's not able to defend us anymore. We can just spam. He also, the Scale Ds are still alive. He could go for a fireball if he wants to, but I think he already knows. It's over. GG's well played. Nothing he can do there. I mean, he can still try, but the Dark Prince locks on, the Baby Drain locks on. GG's well played. This deck is absolutely good in this challenge. The third game I want to show you guys is against Electro Giant. I need to tell you guys, Electro Giant is for sure a harder matchup. So if you feel like you face a ton of Electro Giant, just play Electro Giant yourself. Yeah, because it's kind of broken, but I prefer Golem, but you can also use Electro Giant if you want to. It's like a no-brain version, right? Just play it with like he does. Ouch. Maybe instead of the Mega, I mean, if you guys have it, use the Golden Knight instead. If not, you could also use Dark Prince. You could use Mini Packer if you like, sort of like want to have more answers against the Electro Giant on their own. So these are like the two decks I would suggest to you guys. So we're just gonna go for a Lumberjack here. We're just gonna go with this. Here, and against Electro Giant, you want to play really passive at the start. You kind of want to control the game, have a big Elixir advantage. It's going to be really close. He's not the best player in the world, so yeah. So actually, we're just going to go in for our Golem now in the bag, and our opponent is just going to drop a cannon at the side. He could have also used this E-Giant at the Bridge Mirror, but he decides to play the safer variation. So I'm just going to go in for my Golem now. I'm just going to go for my Dark Prince behind. The opponent is just going to drop this, and we're just going to go in for our Skeleton Drain. Skeleton Drains are coming down. This is absolutely good. This is what we want to see. This is great. But look at this. E-Giant killing most of the stuff. And I think he's just going to mirror his E-Giant on defense. So actually, I'm just going to go in for my Dark Prince here. Trying to kill it as soon as we can. Also, like, his Skeleton is putting a solid job there. But we are still fine. So I think I'm just going to go for Elixir Pump here. I think he just decides to go Skeleton and just going to drop instantly his E-Giant in the at the bridge. So this is fine. I'm just going for a Baby Dragon here. And this is just going for a Tornado. We're actually cleaning it up pretty nicely. So he's just going to drop another E-Giant here. We don't have a Tornado anymore, so we need to be a bit careful here. Also, I think at the end I do a crucial mistake, which is like horrible. But we actually defended pretty nicely. I still think E-Giant level 13 gets one shot off top because E-Giant is just so busted there. So actually the kind of goal you want to have against E-Giant is getting a tower trade in, because most of the time a tower trade situation may have like a bigger, better tank. It should really benefit you. So if you're playing against any type of E-Giant deck, you most of the time want to go in for the tower trade and just try to take towers. When your opponent's going to drop a Golem in the bag, you want to your E-Giant in the bag, you just want to go in for that. So actually I'm really unfortunate. He's just going to mirror his cannon. He's just going to go for all the Scale Rings on top of that, or the Scale Rings just want to spawn off that. On top of that, yeah. So the Golem actually dies. We're just gonna go for Elixir Pump on defense, but we actually missed that, so I needed to go for a Tornado. Maybe I didn't even need to go for a Tornado. So you're just gonna drop a Tornado here. We're just gonna go in for a Scale Rings on defense. I was like, okay, how are we gonna get tower? He needs to go in for, he goes in for a Rocket just to make sure he gets my tower, and we actually have a tower trade situation here. So actually, as I said, now we have a good situation. I'm actually saying it's quite a ton, so I apologize for that. Yeah, but we're still looking solid. So I think I'm playing my Pump now in the back. So Pump most likely is going to come down now. He goes in for a Rocket. We actually get a +1 trade. We take the +1 trade for sure with the Elixir Pump. He also gets some damage, but I think now you guys are going to see what I meant with having the advantage in a 1-1 situation.
Okay, where's my spam?
Just going to Braum and all the Skelly Dreams are going to spawn, and now this is exactly what we want to see. So he goes in for a defensive E-Giant here, trying to clean that all up, but With all these Gatewings coming from the right, left side, it's actually pretty impossible. He just goes in for another E-Giant just to want to tank this. He's just gonna go in for a cannon directly in this spot, but the Golem actually raged up, kills the cannon instantly. Right now it's just about spamming everything in the middle. He cannot really rocket everything, because like rocket won't hit too much. He needs to go rocket NATO, but he doesn't have enough elixir. GG's well played. We are gonna win this one. Awesome game, awesome victory. I hope you guys enjoyed this deck. Make sure to use this deck in the upcoming challenge. I would say I'm out. Thanks for watching and goodbye.